back to my channel. It's your girl Miss ORS. Oh my god, it's been a long time. What has it been? 2 months? Oh my god, 2 months since I last posted a YouTube video. Man, a lot has actually been going down behind the scene. You know, having a business that every aspect of it is solely dependent on you. So it can be a lot, and plus the fact that I run other people's businesses as well. So it's been a very hectic 2 months, but I'm actually putting plans in place to make sure I never go MIA like this again. One of it is that I'm actually planning on, I'm already on it. I want to create a bulk content, so that, especially YouTube content, so that I'm really never stranded or go MIA for this long ever again. So if you're new here, my name is Omotaya Rachel Suleiman, also known as Miss ORS, and I'm a fitness coach. So I basically make videos on fitness, nutrition, and a bunch of other random things, you know. So welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. I'm glad to be here again. So you know what you do for me, guys, just click on that subscribe button and make sure you click on the notification bell so that you get notified on whenever I drop videos. So enough of the rambling. What do I have for you today? As this topic already suggests, I'm basically going to be discussing intermittent fasting. A lot of us go on intermittent fasting without really knowing what it entails. Some people don't even know that there are several types of intermittent fasting, and of course they have rules. There are rules to these things to make sure that it works the way you want it to work, you know, to get optimum benefit from it, you know, not just going on hunger strike and all of that. So today I'm going to be basically discussing 5 types of intermittent fasting. Like I said, we have a bunch of them, but I'm going to be talking about the 5 that is most popular. Okay, how to successfully go on each of these 5 type of intermittent fasting to help you lose weight at the rate that you want. So what is intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is an eating pattern that involves regular short-term fast or periods of minimal or no food consumption. So the long and short of this is that what intermittent fasting helps you do is that it helps you to consume less calories than you would on a normal day. So if you've been eating let's say 4 times in a day, depending on the plan on the intermittent fasting that you're on, you might eat once or twice in a day, and what that does is that it helps you eat fewer calories, and in the long run helps you lose weight. Okay, that is the long and short of it. So the 5 types of intermittent fasting. One is a 16/8 intermittent fasting. This is like the most popular, and you know, some of you might not know the name, but it is called 16/8 intermittent fasting. What this basically means is that you have a 16 hours window where you're going to be fasting. So for 16 hours you're fasting, and then you have 8 hours window where you're going to be eating. Okay, so this is what that means. And the reason I like this method of intermittent fasting fasting is because it is very flexible. You can choose when you want to eat, and you can choose when you want to fast. Okay, so you can choose whichever 16 hours of the entire day that you want to fast for. Likewise, you can choose 8 hours in the entire day that you want to eat for. Okay, so there is really no rule to when you should fast and when you should eat. Okay, so for instance, you can decide to eat from 12 noon to 8 p.m. in a day, and then fast from 9 p.m. till 11:59 a.m. the next day before you eat again. So basically that is what this style of intermittent fasting means. So one of the things that this method of intermittent fasting does for you is that it lowers your blood pressure. So apart from the fact that it is effective if done correctly for weight loss, it also helps lower your blood pressure. So it is important that you eat a balanced diet in the right proportion. So you cannot say, oh, because I have fasted for 16 hours, I'm just going to, munch on and eat on anything that comes for 8 hours. You don't have the liberty to eat junks, to eat whatever. So you still stick to your healthy food like vegetable, fruit, whole grain, high protein, and the likes of it. The second method of intermittent fasting is the 5-by-2 method. This is very straightforward, and this means that we have 7 days in a week. You're going to choose any 5 days where you're going to be eating normally. You don't restrict calories. Like I said in the previous one, of course, you still have to be mindful of what you eat, in the sense that you eat a balanced diet in the right proportion for someone that is hoping to lose weight. Okay, so 5 days you eat normally, you don't restrict calories, and then 2 days of the week you choose 2 days where you restrict, you still eat, but you restrict your calorie. So for someone that is eating, let's say 2,000 calories in a day, you reduce it to 500 calories. I know that is drastic, but yeah, that is how this method works. So if you're eating 2,000 calories, if you normally eat 2,000 calories in a day, you reduce it to 500 calories. So apart from weight loss, this method helps to control blood glucose among those with type 2 diabetes. It helps prevent metabolic diseases like heart disease and diabetes, and this 5-by-2 method of intermittent fasting is also flexible, in the sense that you can choose the 5 days of the week where you want to eat normally without restricting calories, and then you can choose the 2 days of the week where you're going to reduce calories. But the trick to this is that it has to be consecutively, meaning that the 2 days you're picking has to be today, tomorrow, okay, not the other way around. It has to be for today, tomorrow I'm restricting my calories to 500 calories, and so on. There is also a caveat and a disclaimer to this, which is that it is not easy to eat 500 calories in a day. This might cause you to feel weak, to feel faint, and all of that. So make sure that before you embark on this style of intermittent fasting, that you get a go ahead and approval from your doctor, because to avoid stories that touch. The third method of intermittent fasting is the eat, stop, eat method, and this was made popular by Brad Pylon, the author of the book Eat, Stop, Eat. What this basically means, this style of intermittent fasting is actually not for everybody, okay? Because this means that we have 7 days of the week, right? 7 days in a week. So this means that you're going to choose one day where you're going to fast for complete 24 hours. It means there is no food whatsoever. It is what we Yoruba call awebiribiri. That is what it means, like dry fasting, right? But it is just for 24 hours. So every week there is always one day where you do that. You're basically going to fast for 24 hours, no food, nothing whatsoever. Okay, again, it is very, very important that the 6 days of the week where there is no restriction, where you can eat, I won't even say there is no restriction for this one, because you still have to eat in a calorie deficit, because anything you're trying, you want to lose weight, whatever it is, you have to eat in a calorie deficit. So for the 6 days that you're eating on this method of intermittent fasting, you still have to ensure that you're eating a balanced diet, a well-rounded diet, in its right proportion for someone who wants to lose weight. Okay, so really you still do not have the liberty to just go wild and eat whatever comes your way. We go over to the fourth method of intermittent fasting, which is the alternate day fasting. This means that you can choose any day of the week where you fast for 24 hours. Also, you fast for 24 hours, and then the next day you're eating your normal food in a balanced diet. I will always hit on that balanced diet in the right proportion for someone who wants to lose weight. Okay, so like I was saying, the alternate day fasting method means that for Monday you're going to be fasting for 24 hours. Tuesday you're eating your balanced diet without restricting calories, of course, without restricting calories. On Wednesday you're fasting for 24 hours. Thursday you're eating, Friday fasting for 24 hours, Saturday you're eating, Sunday you're fasting for 24 hours, and that is it. But there is actually what will I call it, a modification to this method of intermittent fasting, because I know that it is almost impossible for some of us to not eat for 24 hours, okay, especially those that might have health conditions and all of that. So the modification to this is that on the day that you're not supposed to eat for 24 hours, what you can do now is to consume 500 calories for that day. So instead of not eating anything at all, you make sure that you eat food, and whatever it is you are eating sums up to just 500 calories for that day, okay? But if you have the strength, you have no health challenges that will stand as an obstacle to this, you can go on for 24 hours and you get it. This of course this is going to give you more result, and at a faster pace and all of that. So now we come to the last method of intermittent fasting for today's video. But before I say that, if you want to lose weight, or if you just want a meal plan, just like I've been saying, that you need a well-rounded, balanced diet meal plan for just to lose weight in general, and also if you're going through intermittent fasting. So if you need a 30 days customized meal plan, you can just click on any of the details showing on your screen right now. Either you click on our WhatsApp number or you click on our website, and then you can get yourself a customized meal plan to ensure a successful journey on this intermittent fasting. So the fifth one I'm going to talk about today is the warrior diet. Just as the name implies, this diet was made known by ancient warriors, okay? This is how ancient warriors eat. So what the warrior diet basically entails is that in 24 hours of the day, you're going to have 20 hours where you eat little to nothing, okay? You're basically going to be eating like 500 calories, and 500 calories is like what, maybe small cup of custard, 2 balls of akara, and before you know it is 500 calories. So that is basically how the warrior diet works. You eat basically nothing, almost nothing, very little for 20 hours, and then the remaining 4 hours you have the pleasure, you have the freedom to eat as much as possible, as much as you desire, okay? So that is what the warrior diet means. So the caveat to this method of intermittent fasting is that dieters are to consume small amounts of dairy products, hard-boiled eggs, and raw fruits and vegetables, as well as non-calorie fluids such as smoothies, meaning that your smoothies, your whatever it is that you're going to be taking for these 20 hours has to be non-calorie. So your smoothies are to have 0 calories, okay? So you basically are going to be drinking a lot of water, because water consumes 0 calories on this diet. So that is all about the 5 most popular and most effective intermittent fasting. I'm going to say this again: before you embark on any of this method, make sure you get a go-ahead from your physician, okay? Especially if you have an underlying health condition, okay? That is one. The second disclaimer is that you have to eat a balanced diet, okay? You still do not have the liberty to eat, to go mad, to go wild when you're eating. You still do not have that liberty. So yeah, I'm going to see you on my next one, guys. Thanks for joining me. And you can share your weight loss stories, success stories, difficulties, your failure stories, and all of that with me via orsfitnessng@gmail.com, okay? So see you on my next one. Bye.